last week, you've put out plethora of allegations. The minister has come to debunk. You have come back, essentially shifting part of the goalpost. So, Bulgarian Embassy, it's costing government some 5.3 million. Is it factual? That assertion you make. That property itself essentially ceased to be state land in 1972 or 74 when the government of Ghana granted a lease to the owner of the property whose executor then went to demolish that property on the land. Now this is the narrative. You accuse government of granting a 50-year lease or so to some foundation, the Boys Foundation. Is it factual? And the minister comes to respond that no lease has been executed. You said you had the agreement that you've intercepted. Where in that agreement was it said that government was granting the Boys Foundation a lease? But you put it out there. To what end? Pure mischief. And then you say what? When Mr. Mahama becomes president again, he will do what? And this bill has not been assented to. By the time that Mr. Mahama was president, you did not think that it was important for you to protect state assets from politically exposed persons' acquisition. And so you did not dream of the bill at the time. It was now that you want power that you dreamt of bills, that you want to propose for the consideration of former President Mahama in the event that he becomes president again. And you think the labor unions believe you? You think they believe you? Increasingly, you are gaining a pension for falsehood and half-truths. And it's not good. You have a decent political career, young man. Let your credibility lead you in the course that we have embarked on.
Now let me quickly come to Bulgarian Embassy. You see, I filed an RTI request.
Shall we try and do it in 5 minutes?
Yes, I'll quickly. I filed an RTI request over a year ago for the minister. After my expose on the Bulgarian, I exposed the matter. On this show, we discussed it.
Yes.
The minister, in his response, very selective, left out the issue of the Bulgarian Embassy. I've talked about Bulgarian Embassy demolition for years. He left it out. Left out the Blay family taking over the Labadi Beach Hotel beachfront. Left that out. Left out the Nigerian High Commission demolition. And aren't we worried? You are a respected lawyer. When it comes to your law, it's just the politics when you attach to it that we have problems. But in Parliament, we respect your law. You know the Vienna Convention. You know the implications. I mean, when was the last time in our history you heard that, look, the state capture has gone on now, even the inviolability of diplomatic enclaves, the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, it's an act of war. When the Nigerian High Commission was demolished, their foreign minister issued a strongly worded statement. Ghanaians in Nigeria were panicking. Our president had to call his counterpart and apologize. Then we did Bulgaria 2 years after.
But the
And you think that this is
an act of state.
Let me.
It's been established as a matter of fact that it was a private.
Can you just write down your
making
point?
It look as if it was.
There is an obligation. There is an obligation for host nations to protect these enclaves. And if you don't listen to us, you people don't stop this, your insatiable greed, and now even embassies are not safe. One day, bombs will just drop on us. You are lucky that, Nigeria, they say, we are good friends. Bulgaria, they said, we're close to Nkrumah. So we are good friends. So we will not declare war. But this is must stop. This is must stop. And
so when you agree relative to Bulgarian Embassy, where does it arise from?
No, because look, please, where
does it arise from?
Please, let me.
Because it's not supported by the facts.
Goodness. Look.
How do you link that to government?
How? So, yes, so if you would just give
and try and summarize it because of time.
Unfortunately for you guys, it's been over a year of my ITR request and demanding that they publish the Bulgarian Embassy sole inquiries report. They refused.
Why?
The Minister of Lands has refused, treated my ITR request with contempt. He says he only put out his ministry summary. That's all he did. Unfortunately for him, my interception powers, I have the report now. Full 149 pages. I have it. When you read this report, and you see the complicity of government officials, the Lands Commission.
Yes.
Page 123 of this report. Mr. Jojo Hagan, without the necessary notices to the occupiers, forcibly evicted them and caused the demolition of the property without following due process. After the demolition, Mr. Jojo Hagan went ahead and assigned the land for the unexpired residue of the latent lease to Dr. Yao Eduampoma on 11 December 2018. You know Dr. Yao Eduampoma?
Who is he?
President Akufo-Addo's appointee at the NDPC.
Okay.
Dr. Yao Eduampoma went into possession and prepared the land for development. It was in the course of the development that his workers were asked to stop work and subsequently arrested by the Property Fraud Unit. Sole Inquirer Justice Anto Ofuriata continues. Page 124. We also found that the inviolability of the Bulgarian Embassy has been confirmed by the Court of Appeal. Some due process were not followed by the Lands Commission. What has the Lands Minister done to the people at the Lands Commission? Some due process were not followed by the Lands Commission in the cancellation of the certificate of the Bulgarian Embassy. In such cases of cancellation, that should come from the court. 6.22. The fragmented recording system of the Lands Commission was partly to be blamed for the confusion leading to the cancellation of the certificate and demolition of the property. What has happened to officials at the Lands Commission? Damning report. Now, after this, the sole inquirer says that Jojo Hagan must be held liable. He should pay the compensation because the Nigerian one, we had to pay Ghanaian taxpayers. It will not continue. So get the demolishers to pay. I filed a question asking the Attorney General, what has happened? Will you believe that? They say that they can't find Jojo Hagan.
Okay.
He's on the run.
Okay.
Sole Inquirer subpoenaed Dr. Eduampoma from NDPC and said, you paid Jojo Hagan. Where is he? He said, since I paid him, I can't find him. Now, I have intercepted latest documents from the Land Valuation Division of the Lands Commission. I have them here. They've done the valuation. It's going to cost us
Who asked them to do the valuation?
The Minister for Lands.
Why?
The valuation to know how much compensation should be paid the Bulgarians.
To be paid by who? Yeah, to be paid by who? If they say who,
yes.
Hagan responsible.
Yes.
What is the business of the?
Good question. So that is why. Now, in their statement, they are creating the pressure that I have said that government will pay. I said that. The recommendation is that Jojo Hagan should be made to pay. However, the Bulgarians recently have said that, look, it's been more than 2 years. You people say you can't find Jojo Hagan. You are doing nothing to find him. They haven't even posted even wanted list anywhere. They are not working with Interpol. So the Bulgarians are saying our patience is running out. And like it happened in the case of the Nigerian demolition, it's just a matter of time. They will use our taxes to pay.
But you see, Randy.
So land valuation, Dr. Theodora, please, Dr. Theodora,
what's the meaning of all this?
In his response to the Lands Minister, says that the valuation they have done, the compensation that is due to the Bulgarians, 5,383,000 Ghana cedis for the property. They are not talking about that.
But why did the minister request for it?
So the minister, because there was an embassy involved. That's why the ministry got itself involved. Because otherwise, it's a pure private transaction. The Bulgarian embassy did not take or obtain its lease from the government of Ghana or the Lands Commission. They bought it from the owner of the land, Leighton or something, who was deceased. It was this Leighton's executor, who was the Hagan guy, who went to, after the man's death, went to demolish this building that the Bulgarians were building.
On the basis of
because he had sold.
On the basis of a collusion between him and the Lands Commission.
Absolutely, yes.
The Lands Commission is a state agency.
I don't have any difficulty. Yeah. But I'm saying that pure private transaction. But there was a diplomatic mission involved. So the government had to take an interest.
Yeah, but so the Lands Commission created the problem.
I don't have a problem. I don't no issues. I'm saying that it wasn't as if the government of Ghana had granted a lease to Bulgarian Embassy, which was subsequently as
given to a private
narrative.
Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that.
So the only role that the minister was playing was to mediate, so that the mission that was involved.
If your colleagues in government had not set an eye on that land belonging to the Bulgarian embassy, who stood to benefit from this demolition?
But I'm coming on.
Who stood to benefit from the demolition?
Randy, you see that's why
when we talk about state capture, that's what we are talking about. Politically exposed persons misconducting themselves.
You know my story.
That is what we are talking about.
Coming.
Can I please? You've had over 30 minutes.
Now we have to go.
Please.
I was not for me, sure, be our basso. Me tell one and me shamo, someone near you. More mobile, more better swar, more say more like a video, no. More say more in share. Just see if I can't share more answer. Yate. Montra on Amodia, more brosa, yate. Yet I say, yen twasso. Wow. Hey, I say more. Asemo winuanum nipa na wono te ho a o defend ya de bone no mema mo remfi se ejapa mesa ya wote ho NPP ni ya wote ho ya de okuja to ye bia o challenge no ono na omudi ejapa mesa no ono ena omudi ejapa di bai na o hyebu bi kromfo wonim de enti ya Ghana hono no obi awie school obi aye journalist kakra bi a or journalism school be better TV so or so acquire law. Unimientia Chronontia Chronunti ubia or pese uragana politismo. A pese or ye law. Chrono fita or mopa abowu enemy inti no mo yes adio mo ye no. Enye bibienti o chronuntia. Oman kitikiti we no obia pese osua law ewo okroni mu chronuntia because a ho na chrono akese ni nyina no omobo. What you say? We live in a country a whole chief justice ye accusing say waje $5 million ebesi nne enim yeboa enim guasefo echina bi omumma ba be kase na omu papa omu nana ye chief justice kurasefo asefo ni abegu oman ni mu echina bi nkurasefo ba be ka kire yen se na omu papa no abobrasen ye no papa because no omu papa no ya kromfo intia mo amobaye se mo anse nti no man kapo video no di amaye ai bibini gise de bia de ba ko no oka eka ai ti mo din bibini ko bibini o wa ha no bia send no message no aka cho say o ma me hwe video ni wie me hwe video ni wie na say you interesting na ma like na so am say wo wagimi me papa bi na send his voice no me 3 season no say wagimi watimi abetena say hwe video 30 minutes wahwe wo hwe 30 minutes ni nyina awie na wani nye hu in the first place no ma menche mo bibi mo amunim no and na awie aso no the attention span things that can get your attention no say ade na 30 to between 5 to 15 seconds ade na ntimi anya wo interest forget it. It is over trans na wo hwa ade na say ma me hwe ni me hwe wi na ma like dia adwen no e wo so ko na hwe because unnim ye ntia me video wa better say 30 minutes now you finding it difficult to share it to be say by force yes by force because you had so many other options. So but what has any the rules of the game or the rules of engagement, and then say try and also help us because you're rich, any system, no algorithm, a conform to say, wow. That's also open information a traveler, a better information I travel. You post videos, I'm on like it. Yeah, baby, I'm on like it. We cannot grow. That is the issue. Said the moon no. Okay. Said the moon no. This is the problem. Yet Timo Ghana Honomo say a cronfo. Inti law no more yen, yes, or more yellow say, or more yellow, so more dogana for no more. Omu suyan law di abebo mhobayo. Omu ko suyan law no di abebo krono. Omu agenda no. Jata was the twa omo. Oh, guys. My network here, Mr. Moma me some few minutes and Mr. Abbas here, Mr. Mo. Me set up BCC here. Me set up BCC here, Mr. Mo. Some few minutes. Na ye say me in the code down me boa, Miss Bacho.